Hi, it's Marquella Thomas again. I want to say thank you to all who shared and posted my video that I posted last week. I pray that it really was words of encouragement to those who experienced sexual abuse. I want to say thank you for those who shared it on your wall. I just want to truly say thank you because you never know who experienced it. People can walk around with a smile on their face and you never know what they went through or what they're going through or what they're dealing with. So I just want to say thank you again for those who actually took the time out to share it and actually watch the video. I pray that it really touched you. And I just want to say thank you all again. Now today, the purpose of this video is because people have questions that they've been asking me, questions that they want to know the answer to about my testimony. So today I chose 5 of the top questions that people really want to know when you experience something like that. So here are the questions. I know you can't really see, but I'm going to read them and I'm going to answer it. As well, before I start that, if you have any questions you want to ask me, feel free. I don't care what it is. I'm here. I didn't experience that situation just for me. It's to help you as well if you experience sexual abuse. You can reach me on my Facebook page at Marquella Thomas, or you can reach me at Touch Ministries, or even if you don't want to speak to me, you can speak to my mother. She experienced the same thing. You can reach her on Facebook under Carla Martin, and that's where you can contact us if you have any questions or anything you want to talk about. That's where you can reach us. So now I'm going to start answering these questions. Number 1, how did you overcome the fact that you were molested by your father? I can honestly say it was God when I began to actually let him process me. I can honestly say that I overcame it in the year of 2013, even though this occurred to me in 2007. I truly overcame it when I forgave my father. And I forgave him September 13th, if I'm not mistaken, of 2013. And that's when I truly forgave him and actually overcame the situation. Now, since then, it's still a process. God is still working on me, and he's still healing me. I can honestly say that. But that's when I actually forgave him, and I overcame it because at that moment in that year, God was really dealing with me on forgiveness. I could not go where he needed me to go because I was still carrying that. And it's like, how can you preach this or tell somebody this and you still dealing with that? So I came to a point where I was fed up. I was tired of dealing with it. I was tired of crying about it because this happened in my past. I wanted to be free from that, finally, and set free. So it took God to deal with me on the subject of forgiveness, and at that moment is when I overcame it, which again was 2013. God really dealt with me then. So that's how I overcame it. God dealt with me. And when you're dealing with a situation like that, you have no choice but to turn to God. Only God is going to get you through. No matter what you do, what you say, what they say, only God can bring you through it. You can't do it by yourself. I couldn't do it by myself. I couldn't do it on my own strength. It was only God. God brought me through. I can't take no credit. Only God. The only credit I can say is that I took it to God. So that's how I dealt with that. Number 2, how were you able to trust and love again? Once again, I can tell you that it was only God. When you begin to let God deal with you and really let him process you, and when you really understand the revelation of the word process, then that's when you'll begin to see that everybody's not the same. Once you let God, process you, you have to really understand that. And it's at a point where I really can't explain that. Only God can deal with you, and God dealt with me in order to show me. I had to start over. It's like it was like a cleansing. I had to let go of that baggage and start over and be cleansed again. I had to learn like a baby. I had to learn how to love again. I had to learn how to trust again. And God really did that for me. Number 3, how were you able to face the shame? I can say when it first happened, it was embarrassing. I've felt these, different mixed emotions. Like I said in the last video, I'm from Georgetown, South Carolina. It's a small town. People talk, word got around. I'm not sure what was said, who said this. But at that moment, I really didn't care because I felt like a lot of pressure was on me. I felt like a lot of people was talking about it, but nobody never stepped to me about anything. So I could kind of say I kind of handled it, but in my own little way. I do remember one girl saying something about it, and it's like we almost got into it. But that's a good question. How were you able to face the shame? I guess I just dealt with it. God dealt with me. Good question. 4, how old were you when this happened? I was 14 years old when this situation occurred to me. 5, how are you so bold to talk about your testimony? And all these questions, I tell you, only God. It took some time. It's not like the situation happened to me and boom, I was just able to, come out of my shell and just, be able to talk about it. No, it took a lot of crying, a lot of breaking down, a lot of letting go. It took a lot for me to get to this point. It's not an easy process to go through. I'm bold to talk about it because I found my purpose. I got a revelation of why I went through what I went through. And like I said, I went through what I went through not for me, but to help somebody else. And once you get the revelation of that, your situation doesn't only have to be sexual abuse. It's whatever you're going through. It could be anything. But once you get the revelation of why you're going through it, then that's where the boldness come in. You feel me? That's where your purpose come in. Because you understand. It's like you get like the light bulb come on, like, oh, that's why I went through that. So I've realized my purpose. My purpose was to help somebody else. Me going through that, yes, it built me up. It made me stronger. It opened up my eyes. I saw things completely different. But that's where the boldness came in, because I understood my purpose. I got the revelation of what I went through. So I want to say thank you all again for sharing and posting my first video. I pray that this video is encouragement unto you as well. Like I said earlier, if you have any other questions that you want to ask me, you can ask me here on my personal Facebook under Marquella Thomas, or you can reach me on Touched Ministries, or you can reach my mom at Carla Martin. You all have a blessed day.